Okay, I'm gonna do kind of quick one tonight because I don't really have a lot of time in the day to film this one today. It was kind of a hectic day. Got to read a little bit, but I was kind of bouncing around all over for work today. And I wanted to get one out this weekend, but I figured that I'm gonna start changing my upload schedules to between like Monday and Wednesday. I'll have at least 1 to 2 videos out every Monday and Wednesday now because I just don't have time to record on the weekends. I have too much going on the weekends, whether it be chores or trying to catch up with family, loved ones, things like that. Today's review is going to be over the new re-upload of the most recent Childish Gambino album, which is now titled Atavista. It originally was uploaded, I believe, in 2020. Yeah, because I was listening to it the summer of 2020 in my dorm room when I was still in college. I'm not gonna say where, but I don't want to give away too much of my personal information, where I live, things like that. But the new title of the album is Atavista. I took notes on this one. I'm actually going to go see him live in August. It's like a dream concert next to Gorillaz, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I'm very thrilled to see one of my favorite artists ever live. Because the Internet's still one of my favorite albums of all time. When I met my fiance, I listened to that like on one of our first dates together and showed her that. The first song, Atavista, is a new addition to the album. The whole album itself gives like synth pop energy, still little bits of rapping here and there, but mainly like 80s synth pop, stuff like that. First song's pretty good. It's a good intro, good little weird soundscape of noises kind of lead us into to this new project. Algorithm, spelled like RYTHM, rhythm, was a really good single that came out of the first rendition of the album that stayed. I really love this one. It kind of talks about how algorithms shape and form what we currently listen to today, and how things are set up online, whether it be TV shows or music or anything. The algorithms kind of shape what we digest, what we watch, what we listen to, things like that. So making a song based around the beat. Everybody, move your body. Show me something. It's gonna make you move and groove. Please don't lose that tempo. Algorithm. Love this song. Time featuring Ariana Grande was on the only songs that had a title for a long time. I'm betting it's because of Ariana Grande's team. They really wanted to promote that she was on this song, like make sure that she had exposure for it, which is fair. It was pretty good too. The whole topic of the song is about running out of time, with that very glitzy, shiny beat over it, and then Ariana really coming in to boost it up and kind of do a bit of a duet performance at some points, where they kind of Gambino and Ariana are kind of in sync in the verses they're doing. The main topics in the song about being like, run 7 billion people around the sun, running faster. What am I running from? Some of the verses like that. Which comes up a bit in themes on some of his other albums about like just running from an invisible thing, whether it be time itself or like feeling something's chasing you. Number 4 is Psilocybe, which is a really funny one, featuring 21 Savage, Ink, and Kaja. I believe that's how her name started. The lines always like the big lines that always stick with me with the song. Is the opening. Someone made a mess of my account. Someone sound like me. I love that intro. I love 21 Savage's funny verse on a private jet eating Popeye's chicken. I love the energy the whole song brings, a very bouncy energy. How Ink kind of comes in as like is like, I'm not going to sing to your cat, but I'll turn the radio on, and turns it on, and you hear Ink singing a little bit, which comes later in full, to really bring it all together. I love that, little tidbits like that. It reminds me a lot of Oakland on Because of the Internet, of the implementation of like radio in song as a type of like formatting to add to the song. I love that. To Be Hunted, which is unofficially called Hunted, was my favorite song on this album for years. I just love the core themes and chorus of this one about, as the title cements now, to be beautiful is to be hunted. I can't change the truth. I can't get you used to this. And that stuck with me for years. Such a very harsh but true line that I feel like people who present more feminine or present beauty, focus on beauty, really are hyper-focused about, are really conscious about how people want them or treat them differently because of it. yeah, and kind of makes me think of like going deeper about like beauty standards and things like that. Has me my brain float around on that, but I won't get into all the deepness of that. The depths of that. I'm a bit low energy for this one. Sorry. I was talking about music I still love. It's just been a very tiring day. But I wanted to get one out today because I want to get a second one out before Wednesday. And I've been thinking about this album a lot, so kind of thoughts on it. I just finished re-listening to it, most of it today, for like the third or fourth time on the new rendition of it. Sweet Thing is next, featuring Summer Walker. You watching Parks and Rec alone, sweet thing. I don't know why that line sticks with me a lot. Very soothing song. Whole first 6 songs are very smooth ride in between each other. To Be Hunted has that weird growling part at the end taken out, which I appreciate honestly. For such a very comforting song, emotional support. Listen to me. It was very haunting ending to that song that I appreciate was kind of cut on this version. I would argue that some of these songs got a little bit the album itself got less experimental for the sake of being poppy. But that's okay. I wish the other version of the album still existed out there, but it currently doesn't. He marked it off Spotify. I think it exists on YouTube still, with the track title, like the album title being like 318 something something. Little Foot, Big Foot, Get Out the Way was the music video. Young Nudie joins it. I don't like his feature, honestly. It's one of my least lesser songs in the album. Why Go to the Party is a really good skit that leads into Human Sacrifice, one of the newer songs here. Still a very synth 80s pop type setup. Then The Violence and Final Church are two I need to revisit more. The Violence was on the original rendition of the album. The Final Church, I believe, wasn't. So the whole last 3 songs on the album I'm really kind of soaking in still. But the album in whole, I would say, is the vibe genre of like 80s synth, pop, electro, rap in small bits, but in very small bits, like only 2 or 3 songs. So this is kind of my shorter review for the day. I'm really excited to see this artist live in August. And it's gonna be one or two concerts I see this year. Honestly, I'm really excited for it. Let me know in the comments if you like any Gambino albums. I want to probably eventually cover all of them on the channel because I do really love this artist. But I am going to pivot the second album review this week to be over another non-binary artist called Yule. And I'm excited for that. So y'all have a good night.